Hi everybody. So this video is going to be all about how to actually create your YouTube channel from scratch. So we're going to take you through it step by step. So let's get into it. It's all very well having the perfect title, thumbnail, having filmed your first video, but until you've actually set up your YouTube channel, you've got nowhere to publish it. So we're going to go through it step by step right from the beginning. Okay, so let's dive into YouTube. So first thing we're going to do on creating a YouTube channel is go to youtube.com naturally. And once we are in there, it's going to ask you to sign in. So the first thing is you're going to need to have a Google account. So if we click sign in, it's going to come up and we can go in through a regular account that you've got already if you've got a Gmail account, or you can use another account. So I'm going to say use another account here, and then I'm going to create an account on this tab here. Here you can say it's for work or business, personal use or child. I would just say personal use. Then you're going to give yourself a name and then a last name, which is optional. You can go next. Then you're going to give it some information such as your birthday, and then you can do gender if you wish to. Let's just create a new email address, and right, okay, so once you get to here you can create a Gmail email address. So in here we can go to, I'll just put in Steve_Brocky@gmail.com. Enter a valid email. Let's get a Gmail address instead. Okay, so let's go with this one, brockysteve00@gmail.com. And then we're going to create a password. So I'll do that now. And then I'll ask you to confirm that password. Then we go next. Your recovery email address. So this is going to be if you cannot get into your account or anything like that, or if your account gets locked, then you can just specify which email address you need to use to basically get access again. So I'm going to add in my regular Gmail account. Okay, and there we are. So there's the account, brockysteve00@gmail.com. Now, this is to choice help determine if and how data is used to tailor yours. So I'm just going to do this choose one step. This is if you want to be really specific about how your data is going to get used. In this case, I'm just going to choose the one step. And we're just going to read all this stuff and accept it all. I'm going to confirm. And then I agree. Okay. So that's us, we have a YouTube channel now. So what we can do, this is just again back in the home page. So from here, this is where we can actually search for videos and look at our watch history and that type of thing. But what we're going to do here is, and if you want to create your first YouTube video, you would go create here and upload video. But what we're going to do is click on the top right corner, which is the profile that you've just created. And then we're going to go to here, which is create a channel. So it's going to come up there. It's going to ask you for your name and what your handle to be. So this handle can be anything within reason, I think, as long as it is not taken already. We'll soon find out when I try this. Yeah, that handle's not available. So I'm going to go with 00, just sticking with the theme on my account. And then I'm going to have my name here as well. And then I'm going to go create channel. Okay. Now that is our YouTube channel created. So all we need to do now is actually configure it. So what we can do is go to customize channel here. Welcome to YouTube Studio. So YouTube Studio is essentially just where you control your own channel and your own videos and things like that. So we can put in a banner image and a profile picture. So what's basically going to show up here, it would be your profile picture, and then the banner is what's displayed across the top of your channel when someone goes to your channel. So we'll start with the banner image, and I'll do another video on how you can create these. But basically I'm going to take this one that I created earlier. You can ignore the name of that. And this is what's going to basically show you how your banner is going to be displayed depending on the device. So you can see here that this big blue box here is what's going to be viewable on a television. This small non-grayed out section is what's going to be viewable on all the devices, so whether that's a phone or a tablet or a laptop. And then on a desktop/laptop, you can see it displays this whole bit. So we'll do a little bit about how to create your banner. But for me, I think you put your name and what is your mission of your channel, what is it you're trying to achieve with YouTube. So in this case, mine is helping you grow on YouTube. And I'll just put a little picture of myself there. And then there's me in the background driving around the Highlands of Scotland. And that's that. So I'm going to hit done. Now we're going to upload our profile picture. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to pick this file. And there is me. So the same picture that was in my banner, which doesn't have to be the case obviously, but that's just how I've chosen to do it. And I'm just going to shrink this in so that it takes all the other stuff out. And ideally I just want none of those trees in there, just so it's nice and clean cut. This is the picture I've got on my regular channel. And I'm going to hit done. And there we go. So now I've got a profile picture and I've got my banner image. So now I'm going to go down. So here's the things that we set earlier on. So your name, what your handle is. So basically your handle will just be your URL that you can share for your channel. So it'll just be youtube.com/@ whatever your handle is. In this case it's Steve Brocky00. You can do things like pronouns. So in there you can just type them in. So he, him. Don't have to add these at all if you don't want to. You can say that that's visible only to your subscribers or everybody. I don't mind sharing that information with everyone. Then you've got a description. So this is where you're going to tell people what your channel is all about, who you are. So anyone that is landing on your channel and unsure whether to watch your videos, whether to subscribe, this is an opportunity for them to learn a little bit about you and what your channel is all about, to help them gauge if they might be a suitable member of your audience. So in here I would say something along the lines of, my name is Steve Brocky and I help people get started and grow on YouTube. Now you could put in lots of other stuff here. You've got up to 1,000 characters, but for the purposes of this I'm just going to do that. Okay, we've got our channel URL. We have links, so you can add links to websites, whether that's personal websites. It could be your Instagram page or any other social medias at the moment. So I'm going to have a look at this, but I'm not actually going to add anything. But I can't remember how many you can add, but you give it basically a title. So you could say Instagram, and then you could say HTTPS. And then www.instagram.com/BrockySteve, which is my Instagram. So there we go. And then you could add another one if you want, but I'm not going to do that. Your contact info. So again, this is optional. You can put in what you like, but you could just put in your email address. So I'm just going to put that in at AOL.com. And then you can put in a video watermark, and basically that is something that will be present in the bottom corner of your videos at all times, right throughout the duration of each of your videos. And if they hover over that, they can subscribe to it. So that can be any kind of graphic. It could be a picture of yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. I would suggest that you have that, because it means that at any point during the video, they can just quickly hover over that and hit the subscribe button. So I think it's worth having, but I'm not going to put it in here. Okay, so that's our profile tab. We can then go to the home tab. What we'll do first of all is just hit publish. This will save and publish any changes that you've made. Until you actually hit that, anything that you've updated isn't going to saved to the channel. It can be quite annoying if you get right through all this whole process and realise that you've not published your changes. So I'm going to do that there. Then you can select Home tab, and this by default is not enabled. I would recommend that you do. And in here you can chop and change your layout, and this will basically recommend videos to your viewers once they've found your channel. And you can have these different rows of videos at the top and right through to the bottom. So you can have your past live streams, the playlist that you've created, your shorts, so YouTube shorts, and then just the videos that you've published. So this is a brand new channel, so it's not going to have anything like that, but I would recommend that you play around with it. I think you can add different sections as well, so you can add whatever you like. You can add even links to other subscriptions that you follow, but definitely have it enabled, and then you can customize this as you post more videos. And at this point, if I go view channel, you'll see the changes that I've made. So this is the home screen here, which we've talked about. So obviously we haven't posted any videos yet, so there would be more that would come here. But for now, we've got our link that we put to our Instagram account. We've got the bio, so the kind of description of the channel, and you can see if you click on it, it actually pops up in this box here. We've got our banner, we've got our profile picture, so on that front we're all good to go. But if I go back to here, so what we've got, I'm just going to move myself over here a second. What we can now do is we can explore other parts of what we want to set up on our channel. So if we go to settings, so you can go default currency here. I would just recommend, I think this will really come into its own when you start to monetize and things, but I'm just going to set this for my channel, which is Great British Pounds. If you go to channel, you've got basic info, so you can say what your country of residence is. Again, I'm just going to scroll down and put United Kingdom for me. Keywords, now this is useful because these keywords are going to help YouTube understand what your channel is about. So if you were a gardening YouTube channel, then you could put in things like gardening tips, garden advice. But I'm going to put in what my channel's about, which is YouTube growth. So I would put in things like, if I can just go in here, YouTube growth, and if you put a comma, then that adds it as a keyword. And then you could put a YouTube over 40, which is a niche that I'm interested in. We've got YouTube for beginners. We could have grow on, can't spell today, grow on YouTube. And you get the idea, but you can see there we've got up to 500 characters, so you can add as many keywords or key phrases as you like. And keywords is basically, if you've heard of search engine optimization, this is just a version of YouTube's search engine optimization. What that's doing is it's giving out key phrases or keywords that helps YouTube to learn about your channel. So when people start to search for these things like YouTube growth or YouTube for beginners, then they're more likely to recommend your videos because you've listed those as keywords within your profile. And you would end up doing the same in your videos. You can add keywords, you can include keywords within the titles and the descriptions of your videos as well. And the more that you use these keywords consistently, the more it's going to help YouTube understand, okay, I know what your channel's about and I know who your intended audience is going to be, and they're going to recommend your videos to that audience. Okay, so you get the idea with that. I'm just going to put a few of those in. If we go to advanced settings, you have little defaults that you can set. So the first one here is, do you want to set your channel as made for kids? Now you want to say no to this, because if you say yes, then it's basically not going to recommend your channel or your videos to anyone that's not children. If you say it is made for kids, then I think it basically has some kind of security around it that protects the content, so it makes sure it's children friendly. But I'm going to assume that your content is not specifically for children, so you would say no. You can say that you want to review it in that setting on a video by video basis, but if you know that it's never going to be the case, you might as well set it once a year and never have to do it again. Third-party training, allow third-party companies to train AI models using my channel's content. I'm not going to tick that because I don't want my face in my videos to be used by third parties to train AI. So you can have the option to do that, but I would leave that unticked. And then feature eligibility. So this is basically, you can manage your access to more features here. So intermediate and advanced features require additional verification. So this is things like upload videos, create playlists. There's another intermediate feature here. So videos over 50 minutes long, customize your thumbnails, doing live streaming. So to enable these things, you basically have to verify your phone number. And that's straightforward enough. You would just hit verify phone number. It will ask you to put your phone number in. It's going to send a text and you'll confirm a code, and it will allow you to verify. That makes you eligible for these things. So videos more than 15 minutes, the ability to live stream, to do customized thumbnails. And then the other one down here, more advanced features. So it increases the amount you can upload daily. Oops, sorry, that window's come up. You can create more shorts, you can test different thumbnails. So basically you have to do all these things. So for that you have to do a video verification. Basically that just sends you a link to your phone. You basically record your face and you kind of look left and right and up and down and you say a few words. And it asks for a valid ID. I think it might be like a driver's license. And once you've done that, then you can access all these features as well. So I won't go through that in this video, but it's just to kind of tell you what those are and how you would do them. Okay, and then if we go to upload defaults, in here, I don't think you'd ever default the title of your videos, but you may want to default your description. So in your description on all your videos, you might want to have consistent text in there. So it could be things like links to affiliate links, if you have those, links to the music that you use in your videos, links to your social media accounts, things like that. So if there's standard text that you want to be in the description of all your videos, you can basically put it here, and what it means is that every video that you upload, it will default with that text, and then for each specific video you can essentially just bolt onto the top of that and edit it and add in the video specific text that you want to put in there. So maybe the specific description about what the video is, you can put that in at the top, and it just means that you don't have to type that same information you want in every video every single time, or you don't have to save it somewhere and copy and paste it in each time. You can just add it here and then that will go into each and every video that you put up. So it's quite a handy feature. Visibility, so this will be default of your videos, so you can have them as unlisted, private or public when they publish. Now I will have a video about this separately, but for now I'm just going to set that to public, which basically means as soon as it's up there, it is going to be there for everyone to see. And then tags, so this is tags that you want to go in your video. So where we had the keywords for your channel earlier on, you can have those as tags on your videos, and again YouTube will look at the tags that you put on that video and basically decide whether or not this video is for your audience. So you could put in a YouTube for beginners and then do a comma again just to lock in that tag, and then you could put YouTube tutorial and then grow on YouTube. And again you can put, I'm not quite sure how many you can put in, I don't know if it lets me know, but you can put in as many as it will let you, and then that is there. So there's all your upload defaults that are going to be there, and they're going to come every time that you do a video. So it's a nice little hack to save you time having to redo repetitive steps every time that you upload a video. Okay, so we're going to come into community moderation and we're going to click on the defaults tab, and this is comments on your channel. So by default, you would want this to be on, which means that people can comment on your videos. You can set that to off, but obviously, especially when you're trying to grow your YouTube channel, you want that engagement. You want people to comment on your videos because that's telling YouTube that people are engaging in this video. You can set the moderation on it though, so you can basically hold all comments until you've reviewed them, or you've got basically strict moderation, basic moderation, and none. Now, I wouldn't set it to none because it means any comment can be published. So if people are putting any kind of profanity in the comments, YouTube would just go ahead and let that in, and that's going to harm your channel. So I would say at the very least you go with basic. If you go with strict, you run the risk that something is interpreted as profanity and not posted on the comments, but is actually an okay comment, and you miss out on a perfectly good comment. So I would typically stick with basic here. And then you can do the same for your live chat as well. So if you're doing like a live stream, you can have basically no moderation or basic. So I would again go with basic here. Creative demographics, that's basically just a survey to tell YouTube a little bit more about yourself. You can choose to do that or you don't have to. And then agreements, this is just basically all the terms and conditions of YouTube that you are agreeing to by doing your channel. So if we hit save, that should all go through okay. There we go, settings saved. Okay, I think that's it. I think that is our YouTube channel created. So as you can see, it's actually really straightforward to do. You just have to create a Gmail account, create your YouTube channel, give yourself a profile picture, give yourself a banner. I would recommend that you do. A YouTube channel is as much a personal brand as a YouTube channel, and I think it would be important that you are the face of your channel. Obviously, if you're setting up a YouTube channel for a business, it might be your company logo. If you're a faceless YouTube channel, maybe it would again be a logo rather than a picture of yourself. But either way, I would set a profile picture and create a banner because I think that's important for the growth of your channel. And then you've got some basic settings that you can set up, and then that is you good to go. So once you're ready, to publish your first video, you would just go to create here. You've got the options of going live, or you can do upload videos, and then from here you just hit select files, locate your video that you've saved to your computer, and then you are good to go. Okay, so there we are. That's a YouTube channel creation step by step. It's really straightforward, and if you have been watching these YouTube channels and videos and thinking about starting YouTube, then why don't you take the first step and go and create your channel now that you know how to do it? Once you've got that, the foundations are in place, all you've got to do is hit record on that first video and get publishing. So hopefully that's been of value to you. If you enjoyed the video and you learned something from it, I'd really like to hear it in the comments. I'd like to know what you are thinking of the channel so far and the videos that I'm sharing. It'd be great to get some feedback from you, and I'll be sure to reply. This is kind of the first in a kind of set of tutorials that I'm going to be doing, so I'm really looking to bring people on that kind of YouTube journey. So that was starting with how to actually create your channel, and then we're going to get into other things like recording your video, which settings to use on your camera, how to do your first edit, how to publish your first video on YouTube, and all that kind of good stuff. So this is the first in the kind of series, and I'll create a playlist of all those videos as I build those out. So it would really be great if you would like to come along for the ride on that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, if you're just finding me for the first time, and you would like to see more of this, then hopefully you would consider subscribing. Please do like the video if you liked it, and drop me a comment as well. It's always good to speak to the people that are watching these videos. So with that in mind, I'm going to leave it there, but thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.